Hi, here I am again, Miss Toth. So this is lesson number 3. When we last left lesson number 2, we talked about how we can break these coins down into groups of 5. So another way to look at this dime is actually the same as saying 2 5-cents. It's the same. Oopsies. Absolutely the same. So I can say, Mom and Dad, can I have 10 cents or can I have 2 nickels? Either way you look at it, it's going to be the same value. It's worth the same. It's just a different way to represent this number. Okay, so we've talked about this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to look at mixing the 5 cents and the 10 cents together to create different values. Okay, so if I put some coins in my hand right now, I want you to take a look at it and tell me what you think this is. Okay, so we're only doing nickels and dimes right now. Take a look. Okay, so there's a group of coins right here, and I've separated them in my hand. I've separated them into 2 dimes, and I've separated them into 2 nickels. What I'm going to say to you first and foremost is count the big numbers first. Why do we count the big numbers first? Because our brain it's faster for us to count by 10s than it is to count by 5s. However, that being said, you, my friends, might have a better strategy for figuring this out. For me, my strategy is I like to look at the dimes first and then I'll add the nickels. And there's different ways that you can do this, so we'll talk about that. Okay, so if I'm going to count this, I've already done this for you. I've separated them into 2 sections. And I'm going to start by moving my money like what I talked about in one of the last videos. When I move the money, it reminds me that I have counted it. So here we go. I'm going to count this one, 10. Then I'm going to count this one, 10. So skip counting by 10. So I say 10, 20. Here's where you can do this 2 different ways. You can then go 10, 20, and then I'm going to add 5 cents. So I'm going to say 20. And now I change my brain to start skip counting by 5. So I say 20, 25, 30. Another way that you can do this is this. You separate your coins already and you can take a look and you can see that you've got 2 5 cents. And we know that 5 cents equals 1 dime. So I can also count it this way. 10, 20, and then I can move both of these as a set and say 30. Okay, so 2 ways to do that. All right, next one. I'm going to add some more money. I'm going to shake this up and we're going to look at what's in my hand and I'm going to make a big mess of it like this. I have to make sure it's all organized. Ready? Here we go. All right, so I'm looking at what's in my hand right now. Hope you can see that. And I've got them all mixed up. So what's the first thing that I should do? I should separate my coins. So I'm going to move all of my nickels to one side because it helps me kind of sort. And then I'm going to put all of my dimes on the other side and I can see more clearly what I have. So I'm going to start by counting my dimes by 10. 10, 20, 30, 40. And then I'm going to move down here. So I have 2 strategies. I can go 40 cents and then switch my thinking and start counting by 5s. So I can say 40, 45, 50, 55. Or I can also look at this and say, well, this is a group of 10. And then I have a 5 left over. Here we go. So 40, 50, plus 5 more, 55. So those are 2 different ways that you can count by mixing up the coins. Okay, so I hope that helped a little bit. The neat thing about counting money is that the value of your money can change depending on how much money you have. So I want you to think about this for a second. I know Aziz did this challenge last week, and he did it very, very quickly when I gave you one of the word problems, so good job, Aziz. Little shout out to Aziz there. Okay, so another way that you can take a look at this, if I'm just taking the tape off my board, if I write down a number here, number's under $1 right now, okay, if I write down a number here, I write down 30 cents this way, and I ask you to make 30 cents with dimes or with nickels. What are some ways that you can make them? So you have lots of different answers. So let's think about that for a second, and I'm going to start. So we can do 30 cents by saying 10, 20, 30. Skip counting my tens pretty fast, and it's pretty easy. We can do it that way. Okay, we can remove one of these dimes, and we can trade one of those dimes in for 2 nickels. So we say 10, 20, 25, 30. Still 30 cents. I can take away, whoops, another one of these dimes, and I could say, add another nickel. Oopsies, I think I lost my tape there. And I can use another nickel, and I can make it another way. I can say 1 dime, 15, 20, 25, 30. So already I've made that 1, 2, 3 different ways. I can remove this dime, and I can trade that one into, break it apart, and turn that into 2 nickels. This way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That was a smaller number. You can play around with it and challenge yourself. Maybe your family would like you to give it a shot too. Pick any number value, if it's by skip counting by 5s or by 10s, and see if you can think of 3 different ways to make the number that you decided on. You can send it to me. Send me an example of what you've come up with, because you know I'd love to see those. Thank you.